Hello and welcome back to Did She Just Say That? I'm Chesson,
And I'm Ashley.
and this week we are talking about starting over. It's a little bit of a plot twist.
Dun dun dun.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Not what you think.
Mhm.
But you can catch us on all of the social platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. And if you are streaming on Spotify
Mhm.
or any of the other streaming platforms, you can also head over to YouTube if you want to see the visual of this action, whatever.
Our brightness
Our,
today.
we are bright
We
today.
are.
We are halfway through June
Mhm. I'm in
and
a sweater.
would love to say that we're enjoying summer, but we pre record and it's not June. So
Even though it was 90 today.
it was. It was.
Yeah.
She was a hot one.
She was a hot one.
So, did you
Yeah.
say you're Ashley?
I did say I'm Ashley.
Okay.
Yeah. Remember last time I tried to introduce you for you?
I
It was
love
awkward.
it.
I don't know. It was
It wasn't
awkward.
awkward. I wasn't mad. All right, girl, what you got?
All right. So, starting over can mean so many things.
Mm.
When you hear starting over, what do you think?
Ooh, new beginnings. Um, fresh air, new outlook,
Mhm.
fresh eyes, um, new adventures, um, setting in some hardness.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that your first instinct, though, was positive.
Well, when you get a fresh start,
Mm-hmm.
it's all about perspective.
Yep.
And if you start with a negative perspective, could be harder for you
Mm-hmm.
to start. And it's who wants a negative outlook?
Right.
I mean, you're going to bring negativity to it.
Sure.
Hard things
It's already gonna be
happen.
hard. Yeah.
Yeah. And if the difficult situations happen, then you deal with them. But you always want to, it's a fresh start. Why
Mm-hmm.
start negative?
Yeah. Have you ever had to start over? Have you ever had to start over? That was a really loaded, like, just fell in my mouth.
I mean, in so many ways.
Mm-hmm. Like
Uh,
multiple times.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
different situations.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I started over at 5 as a fatherless little
Mm-hmm.
girl.
Mm-hmm.
I started over in my 30s as a mom that's single.
Mm-hmm.
Careers have changed. I've started new jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I've moved from one state to another and had to start over.
Yeah.
Friendships,
Mm-hmm.
start over.
Mm-hmm.
Dating,
Mm. Yeah.
starting
Yeah.
over.
Did you see my body physically go?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
motherhood
Mm.
started. I mean, and with each
Transitioned.
kid, it was a transition.
Mm-hmm.
So lots
Yeah.
of new church.
Yeah. Yeah. Starting over has, and if you're in the thick of it right now, that might be a hard, and my goal too, I guess, is the message that's been sent across here is
Okay.
that it it's okay, maybe,
Yeah.
because when we think about starting over and you're in the thick of it, first of all, there's so much emotion,
Mhm.
raw emotion, and you're in it, and you're going to hear me say sometimes remove the emotion from it. That's hard to do. So as you're going through this journey, maybe it's more of a first step is to say, like, it's going to be okay. First of all, you're going to make it through, and you can say that because what's the little saying? You've already made it through 100% of the days you've already
Yeah.
like been through, right?
Right.
And you've probably been through things already. So starting over may be something that's not really new for you, but you're just now going, like, putting it as a process and maybe looking at it. If you're a process oriented person, this might be a great tool to think about in creating a new beginning for yourself.
Well,
So,
don't you think as a society sometimes we have put a negative take on certain areas of life that you have to start over?
absolutely.
like starting a new job, it's like, oh, that's
Mhm.
awesome. Let's celebrate it.
Mhm.
Or, oh, you moved. Let's celebrate it.
Mhm.
But other things of starting over aren't always celebrated. And so
Mhm.
you're carrying this shame into
Yeah.
starting over.
Well, it used to be like sometimes like think about divorce. Now there are divorce parties. People will be having divorce parties these days.
Yeah.
I know. That's probably a little more covered up by frustrations and whatnot. But anyway, starting over, I have so many examples here of
Yeah.
starting over. One that was hit very real and true to us is divorce.
Yeah.
Starting over.
Yep.
Heartbreak.
Yep.
Multiple levels of heartbreak, different kind of heartbreak. Losing a job. Starting a job. Financial setbacks.
Hmm.
Friendship breakups. You mentioned that one earlier. Motherhood shifts. Mental health. Midlife crisis. Like that aha moment the other day where I was like thinking about my age. I'm like, I'm considered surely midlife right now, which is
Oh, crazy.
yeah, yeah. And then I'm over here going, what kind of midlife crisis can I create? Like for that, like there's right, like there's this like
All the men
pe-
buy Corvettes.
Corvettes. I'm like, what do
What do women do?
midlife crisis?
Yeah, is there like a
Um,
stereotypical one that like
Botox.
for men?
I don't know. Just create like new beauty things.
Maybe I don't know.
I don't know. I just said that because you know that's a great question.
I mean,
What
like we
midlife
both
crisis?
said
Yeah,
Corvette at the
yeah,
like.
yeah. That was the first thing from like the car.
Well, because
Yeah,
the stereo. That's
yeah,
what it's always talked about. Oh, he's going through a midlife crisis. He just bought a Corvette
right.
or a motorcycle.
Yeah, yeah. It's a vehicle. It's a mode of transportation.
Yeah,
Huh. That's a that I usually have an answer for most things, and I have no answer.
we'll have to research that one.
Yeah, we will. Moving, moving, packing their things up in new state,
Mhm.
new all things.
That's not an easy one.
No, you know that firsthand, for sure. And addiction.
Ooh,
That was one that like I didn't just like I wouldn't have thought of, but goodness,
yeah,
the moments you if you're going through that, well, addiction. There's so many things. It's the person that's going through it. It's the people that are surrounding it,
yeah,
and maybe you're in a family right now, and someone's this is their fifth time going to rehab. I mean, you're starting every time you're starting over.
yeah. When the person going through it, and normally they have to change their friend group, they have to change so
Yeah.
many things
Yes.
on top of starting a
Starting
life sober.
absolutely. There's so many things that come along with it. And starting over, what are some what are some feelings or emotions affiliated with starting over? What do you say?
Well, there's going to be fear,
Mhm.
and there's going to be happiness. I mean, because even for with addiction, like there's that, oh my gosh, I'm doing this.
Mhm.
But there's the fear, oh, am I going to be able to do this? So the same feeling
Yeah.
both.
And probably the waves of both of those emotions.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think I really do feel like it can be exciting, but it can be scary. Um, there's so much growth.
Mhm.
You're going to grow. You're going to stretch yourself. You are
Mhm.
going to do things, those hard things, the things you're like, I don't know that I'd ever be able to do that.
Mhm.
And you do it.
Yeah.
You know, we talked about, you said divorce and living away from your family with four
Absolutely.
kids. And it's like your whole world is together and
Mhm.
you don't have your family to, can you come and help me pack up? Or can I
Right.
crash on your couch for a week until
Mhm.
I can move into my
Get
place?
to plan
Or,
it. Right.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I remember being so scared. Like
Mhm.
there was a part of me that was like, I know that this is the right thing, but and taking like the kids out of the situation just as a woman that I had given up my career to be at home with my kids, and I never forget. Like, I leaned on my friends and family because their encouragement reminded me, like, just take the next step.
Mhm.
Don't think about tomorrow. Don't think about what all of the what can you get done today that is going to make tomorrow easier,
Mhm.
but do not think about tomorrow or next week. And some days I can only think about the next hour.
Mhm.
Who do I need to show up for, and how do I need to show up in this hour? Because that is all I've got in me, because I
Mhm.
know what's coming and it's going to be hard. And the day that we told our kids we were getting divorced, like, the anticipate, like, they have no clue that their whole world is about to
Right.
change.
Right.
And we're having to put on this show and this front, and you feel like you're a liar and you're fake. And we hadn't really told a lot of people.
Mhm.
And you're sitting here, I couldn't even think about what we would do after that.
Mhm.
I just had to make sure that I had the therapist prepared, the
Mhm.
place prepared, that Mike and I were in sync to walk in there, what we were going to say, what not to say, what space we were going to give. And that was all that my brain
Could
could
handle. Oh
comprehend
yeah,
or
that moment.
handle at that time.
Yeah.
Um, and so just happened to be so in that moment
Mhm.
of, because once you get through one hard situation or one difficult encounter, it's like, okay, I did that. Now I can move on to the next one. And you have
Mhm.
to let that one go.
Yep.
Like, and
Because
of
they're gonna
course,
keep coming.
yeah, and of course, like, telling your kids something like that, you can't just let go. It's going to,
Right.
you're going to revisit it, and
Mhm.
but to get to the next place and other situations, whatever it may be. But you sometimes, and making a list. These
Mhm.
are the things that are non-negotiables that I have to get done today,
Yep.
or I have to face. Everything else can fall.
Yep.
But this is, and that's all I've got. Like,
Mhm.
oh, I see you calling, but I can't take that. I will deal with that tomorrow. It goes on my tomorrow
Yes.
list. And
Yeah.
I'm not looking at my tomorrow
Right.
list until in the morning.
Yes.
So,
What I'm hearing you say though is there's intention behind it, and there is a plan, and you may not know the plan far out,
no.
but there is a intention of what do you need to get done the here and
Yeah.
now.
And for a
And
planner,
yeah,
that is not easy.
yeah. The second thing I heard you say, you mentioned having, even though if they weren't there, you still reached out to people.
Oh.
So having a community or having people that you lean
Mhm.
on and rely on.
Yep.
So I think those two things are just really important to mention.
You're not built to do life alone.
Absolutely.
And and this just came up,
Yeah.
but and we'll talk about it more in a few weeks.
Yeah.
Um, you are stronger with numbers.
Yes.
And on the days that, I mean, think about it. We know when each other are having a hard day the other day.
Mhm.
And that's whenever, when you have that community, those safe people, you can let that guard down. They're going to pick up where you can't.
Absolutely.
And it may be as small as, hey, I see you today.
Yeah.
I'm here if you need me. Or you're extra goofy
Mhm.
and make the room light.
Mhm.
Or, okay, I know you need to move. I went ahead and got boxes,
Yep.
and I'll be over at
Thinking
this
ahead.
time. Um, and you got a new place that has absolutely nothing. I did that already, and here are the essentials that I know that you need.
Mhm.
So there's a box full of it.
Love it.
It's by your front door,
Yeah.
like toilet paper,
Mhm.
toothpaste,
Yes.
like,
Yeah.
I mean, but it's those kind of things, and that's why you are not supposed to do life alone.
Mhm.
And if you're doing life where you don't have community and you only have your partner, the pressure that you're putting on your partner in those
Ooh.
times,
Yeah.
that is,
That's a lot. It's a lot to carry. Yeah. Yeah. I always encourage having friendship outside of your relationship.
yeah,
But we've talked before, there are some people that get lost in That's a whole nother episode, girl.
Oh,
And just relying on the person you're with.
it's
So
too much pressure.
it is. But yeah, you mentioned, and then obviously, I remember some of the words that registered in me during divorce: shame, guilt,
Mm.
because the person that files or is the person, the person that makes the gesture or whatever, I will never forget that I was the one. I will remember that always. And so
Yeah.
just and then having kids involved, that's a whole
Mhm.
dynamic. And so I just remember all going through all of that, and how, like, everyone was like, on the other side, and you'll get there, and it's like, this is where I'm at right now, and you have to go through
Yeah,
it.
you can't always see the other side, and sometimes that's
Exactly.
good.
Yes. Yeah.
Sometimes that is good. You don't
Yep.
need to see the other side. You just need to see that your feet can take another step.
Yep. Absolutely. So yeah, you mentioned a couple that you registered with those.
Hmm.
Same. I mean, gosh, heartbreak, um, job changes, new jobs. There's excitement, but there's
Fear.
fear. Yeah. Um, Friendship breakups. I mean,
So hard.
yeah, very hard. Starting over with that, mental health. All those things are just very, and there are plenty of more
Oh.
examples
Well,
when you're
and with
starting
the
over.
mental health, I feel like sometimes people don't want others to know what those struggles are to ever be used against them or
Hmm.
something like that. So not only are like when you start a new job, you celebrate it with your
Right.
people or you let it be known, but when you're coming on the other side of that hurdle with mental health, you don't always want people to know. So
Right.
if you don't have those people that are so close that know everything that the mask comes off in front of, that is not something that you should do alone. Like
Right.
it should be celebrated and we shouldn't have that stigma on it anymore either. And
Mhm.
you may go backwards. Like, and I think I may have talked about this a little bit on a previous episode, but I had a grandmother that battled with mental health really bad.
Mhm.
And she and I got along great. That wasn't the case for her and everybody in our family. And you never knew how she was going to show up. Um, it was so out of control. And if she could have just taken and I'm not a big medicine
Yeah.
person
Yeah.
at all. I mean, you
Yeah.
don't know that about me because you just know what we talk about on here. But I am not a medicine person. But for the mental health disorder that she had, she needed medicine and she would not take it. And I think it was like maybe 5 or 6 months. Don't quote me, but she moved in before she passed away. She moved in with us, and my mom and I were taking care of her, and we were able to get her on the medication that she needed.
Mhm.
And she came to life,
Mm.
and we celebrated her
Mhm.
so big, and it was so refreshing that she got to end her life.
Mhm.
She was no longer bound by all of these fears and false realities. Um, she would get up and dance and tell us
Mhm.
stories about when she was young, and
Yeah.
I guess her and my grandfather were like they would go dancing at different little dance halls,
Yeah.
and she taught me how to jitterbug
Oh, I
and like
love
all of
it.
this different, and it was so amazing, and we couldn't celebrate it too big because she didn't know the medicine that she was taking.
Oh, bless.
I mean, I
Yes.
feel like because we'd always just be like, oh, we got
Yeah.
mama on the right medicine. Ooh,
Yeah.
that scared me.
Did
Yeah.
it?
um, but that was something that, man, like she missed
Mhm.
out on so much of her life.
Yeah.
Um, but she did, she got but that wasn't something that we really shared.
Great.
That because there's such a stigma on it, and when you come on the other side of it, like it's not just beautiful for you, it's beautiful for
Absolutely.
those around
Around you.
you,
Yeah.
and they want to celebrate you.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely. And I think through, these hard times, if you are the kind of person that goes to social media and you just throw your whole life, just know that there are ways to healthily do things. I don't know. Not that I'm. They're just oversharers.
And that's where they get
Yeah,
their happiness, I guess.
yeah,
And that's what, like, everybody's like, well, you guys post on social media all the time. I was never a real big poster before. And I'm
yeah,
like, that is such a highlight reel. Like,
yeah.
you have no clue what goes on in my real life.
Right.
Even though we're sitting here talking on a
Hmm.
podcast every single week,
Hmm.
or we're posting something on social, you have no clue what's. I mean, we
No.
share little tidbits, yes, and
Hmm.
we are honest with you all. That's not the case. But there's still so much of our
Life is
lives
still
that are
happening.
private,
Yeah.
and life is still happening.
Yeah.
And you share what you want, and you get highlight reels. And
Hmm.
yes, you can start doing the comparing with those who share. Hey, some of them make good money doing that. Like,
Right.
kudos to you. Like,
Hmm.
slow clap for you. But there's also a dark side of that.
Hmm. Sure. Yep. So when thinking through starting over, it's not. Sometimes it's not. They're starting over, like full slate, clean slate, starting over. But then there's like times where you just need a little reset, or you just need a little bit of a adjustment to what's going on.
Yes.
So I think through, I feel like I use this word all the time, and it's intention
Hmm.
and the planning, the the surrounding yourself with community when life is happening. Like if you're already doing life, like you're preparing yourself sometimes for these events to happen,
Sometimes.
but being intentional. And some of these things I was going to say earlier, some of these things like happen.
Yeah, like death. A lot
Yes.
of that
Hmm.
is not anticipated, and
Right.
it is 1 second changes
Hmm.
your whole life, and you're starting over,
Hmm.
and it's
Yeah.
in devastation,
Yeah. Right.
so it's not
Well,
all.
with divorce, sometimes you like it blindsides you and you have paper sitting in front of you. Or sometimes you're the person that's initiating and you're like, I'm gonna wait until like sometimes we wait until they say there's no right moment to do things. And just thinking through like clean slate versus a reset, but being intentional. And I always ask myself to this, like, when life is happening, it's so encompassing. There's so many emotions, so many things happening. But if you can truly go, what is the end goal here? What is the accomplishment? What am I trying to get to? So you can bite it off in chunks and be able
Yeah.
to be intentional with a plan around it. Or because we know, I've said this plenty of times, when I make decisions off of pure emotion,
Mhm.
I'm not in the right
Yeah,
headspace.
you gotta set in that
Yeah.
before you make and we say starting over, and we talked about big events.
Hmm.
There are a lot of
Yeah.
small start, and I would don't even know. Like, I'm sitting here thinking about it. Some of it it turns to a restart, but it's really growth. And
Hmm.
when do we never want to stop growing? And like you said, it's kind of like just a little twit,
Hmm.
a little
Little
shift,
adjustment.
little adjustment, and you always want to be adjusting. You're bettering yourself, you're bettering your
Hmm.
life, you're bettering your career, your financial gain, I
Hmm.
mean, all of these things. So starting over, maybe it's not always this huge
Event. Yeah.
event, and maybe it's a restart.
Hmm.
Like, maybe it's you pushed pause on some things that were happening,
Yep.
and you push and play again.
Hmm.
And it's growth, and it's healthy. Yeah, it's uncomfortable, but I don't think that we're supposed to be comfortable
Right.
either.
Ooh. Because in my notes I have, comfort does not always equal healthiness. So
100% agree
if
with
you
you.
have that, I am a gut person. If your gut is off and your body's telling you something, if you're breaking out in hives, if you are
Every other week on podcast. I'm kidding.
right, if you are noticing your body's reaction to something, that is sometimes entailing that
Yeah.
it's time to pay attention to something. So there's something there that requires some attention.
Mhm.
And you probably know sometimes but we even know it sometimes, and we're like we push it off, but then the hives keep coming back, or right?
Oh
And
yeah.
so just thinking through, like, just being intentional. And
Don't you think intentionality is going to bring growth and
oh yeah,
change and like
yeah, absolutely. And if there's a part of your life where you're just not, maybe you're not happy with it, or you're not, you know, it's okay to make that adjustment, make that change.
yeah,
You don't have to just start fresh. Maybe it
right.
is that just
Just turn and
turn it.
turn
Mhm.
her up.
That's right. Turn her.
Turn it up or turn it off.
Oh my God, I was waiting for something like that. Lock in. It's time to lock in.
Yeah.
But there are other factors and things that we think of. Timeline culture. We're a
Mhm.
society that people very much so are,
Oh,
the
you have
timelines. This
yeah.
is the way it's supposed to be. Well, you know what? It's not happening that way. And so just the pressures, family,
Yes.
friends put on the questions, all the things. The comparison. We talked about that with social media,
Yeah.
and it's so easy because we can, I mean, that is the, if you want to make yourself sad sometimes, just go
Oh,
to social media and compare yourself to all the things that are happening.
I will not allow myself on social media the first hour I'm awake.
That's so good. That's good. I like that.
And before my feet hit my floor,
Yeah.
I've already prayed.
Mhm.
I have a certain little prayer I pray every morning,
Yeah.
and I do not allow myself on social media for
Mhm.
that first hour. I, you never know if it's going to be something positive or negative pops
Right.
up on there.
That's the way the day is going to start. I do because I wait for Chessin's sugar britches.
Good morning, sugar britches.
I wait for those little chickens every day to pop up on that little ding. I'm like, yes, it's my chickens. It's Chess with my chickens.
She may even got some homemade videos
Oh,
too.
so good. So good. We need to post
Oh,
those one
we need to. We'll
day.
do this week. We'll of this
Okay.
episode.
All
We'll
right.
share one of the sugar
You're
britches
welcome.
reels
Yes.
and find you a friend to send them to.
Yeah.
Makes them happy.
Oh, yeah. But when all these things are happening and you're starting over, you're adjusting, you're going to get the questions and then the whole explanation. And you don't have to explain yourself. I think maybe someone needs to hear that.
Mm,
Someone here needs to hear that today.
yes.
Look, we're in church. They say, like, someone here
Oh yeah,
is
this is for
going through. This
someone.
is for somebody. And this is for somebody that you don't have to explain.
No.
No need to explain. And so,
If someone is genuinely concerned about you and they're
mhm,
like, "Hey, I need you to help me understand this," that's one thing.
yeah.
But for you to have to explain why you're making a decision
Mhm,
to better yourself or to create the happiness that you want, no.
yeah.
And you do not have to say, "Does that make sense?" No, you clearly said what you wanted to say, and you
It's
don't.
your life, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But reframing the whole concept of this whole piece of, maybe it's just redirecting. You're redirecting something. You're not going down a path, and you're, instead of going this way, you're not happy. Let's redirect. So starting over. Well, I mean, the first thing that comes to my mind is Chris Stapleton's song for starting
Yeah.
over. But I just feel like maybe starting over needs to just be seen as a different. I don't know. I can't describe it.
A positive, not a
Yeah, and
negative.
not a negative thing. Starting over, because we think starting
Like,
over,
oh, she's
yeah,
starting over
or going
again.
backwards. That's not always the case.
Even if it is a step
Hmm.
backwards, you're going to come out of it ahead.
Yeah, two was it one
One
step
step back,
backwards and
two
two
steps
steps forward?
forward. If that's
Yeah,
not it, that's what we're making it.
yeah, that's it. We're okay with it.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but building, and you can build quietly. If you don't want to put it all out there, build quietly, and then when you're ready, people see things.
Absolutely. And even if they don't see it,
Hmm.
they didn't even know that maybe you were going through something. You have those people
Hmm.
that are close that
They
you
gonna
do
know.
they know.
Mhm.
And man, when you do something, when you handle a situation
Mhm.
differently,
Yeah.
they're going to celebrate you. And it's like, well,
Yeah.
wait a minute. Okay, not only did I do that, but
Yeah.
they saw it. And we
Yes.
have been doing that a lot with each
Sissy
other
cat, tonight
lately.
you were like, I see a muscle there. I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you. I've been
Y-
working on my arms. Like
Yeah.
I'm not like working on. Okay, maybe I did post a couple videos lately about working out. But beside the
I
point,
don't know that I saw
I don't
videos
know.
of you.
I
Your
don't know.
social media does not, well, you know me, I'm not a scroller. If it's not
Yeah.
the first thing, I don't see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Eh,
Yeah. I feel that.
can't help it.
I digress from that.
But it's true that
Yeah.
those that are close will see it. And
Mhm.
even if it's not seen, you know that you handle it differently now. And that's
Yeah.
what matters. It's
Exactly. Growth.
self growth. And
Mhm.
you can celebrate yourself.
100%. And someone else needs to hear this today. Not every season needs an audience.
Mm, it's important
Yes.
for depending on your personality.
Absolutely.
We're both, and this is so funny, we're both extroverts.
Mhm.
Every Sunday at
Oh my gosh,
church,
so funny. Just not here. Not here.
they always make you do the awkward. We're going to give you 60 seconds,
Mhm.
shake hands.
Oh, it's not even that. It's the get out of the aisle and walk to the other side.
Yeah, that it makes me it's just
We're
thinking about
like,
it now.
we're like, hi.
Oh, and we can't even have a regular conversation in that time because we're both so awkward
Awkward
with
about
it.
it.
And so it's so weird when you're having
I
to
know.
do stuff like that. And that's like it's okay to.
Give us 6 months. We'll be up in there. Just
Honey, I was the first impressions director of a
I love
church.
it.
That part
Yeah.
was my job, and I still don't like it. Like, there's no 6 months, there's no one
Yeah.
year. Like, that is awkward to me,
It's
and I love the
awkward.
people that
Yeah.
love to do it
Yeah.
because it helps us awkward people not feel so weird. But as an extrovert, I
Mhm.
feel like I can speak for both
Mhm.
of us on this. There are parts of us that we don't want to
Yeah.
heal out loud
Yeah.
because the work is so intense and so
Mhm.
personal
Mhm.
that it's the exposure. But that means that we're not doing the work for an applause. We're doing the work
Yeah.
to better ourselves or to
Absolutely.
change a situation or whatever it may be.
Mhm.
But we know and we come to the table
Mhm.
much
Oh
more
yeah.
prepared
Yep.
and strong to where we don't need the celebration because
Mhm.
the work has been done
Yeah.
and we're showing up stretched or healed
Mhm.
or in a new
And we see it in each
mindset.
other.
Yeah.
It's so great. I love telling you like I don't even have to say it, like it's like a smile and it's like we just know
Yeah. What
that is
that happened yesterday.
yeah
You were like, "How'd you know that's what I was going to say?"
yeah
Like we didn't
yeah
finish the sentence and the other people that we were with were like, "So what are y'all
what
talking about?"
yes yes and I remember going oh my gosh she's not like that's so funny yeah
Yeah.
but I think I'm seeing that so much more lately with everything like
Mhm.
we've been going through since I mean do you feel like we've been doing this podcast for like a year
Well, I told somebody the
sometimes
other, yeah, I do. And the other
we
day I was
started in
like,
February
it seems like so much longer
yeah
in a lot of
yes
ways until this
right
mic gets in my face and I'm like,
yeah and then I'm like hitting it and all the things yeah
We still don't know how to do anything
no
besides push record.
no
So
no
you're still getting the beginner's part of it.
and you're going to get that for a long time
Yeah, you're welcome.
yeah yeah but
But this is what's important to us. It's not the frilly, we got to have these certain sounds. Everybody's like, you
right
need to do this, you need to do that. Start your own podcast. Do
right
those things
yes
because we're not here for. Are there some things that we would like to do? Yeah.
sure
We don't, but we're not exhausting our energy like, oh my gosh, we haven't got this done. Da, da, da. We want to be real. We want to be honest. We want to say the things that have either taunted us,
mm-hmm
that we've tried to hide, that
shine
we
light on
think
it
can help somebody else to shine light on. And other than
absolutely
that, let the cookies crumble where they
yeah
crumble.
yeah
Let the podcast land where it
where it's
where
supposed
it
to
may be.
I mean I remember us talking about this podcast, and we were like, what are we? And our goal wasn't number of followers. It was that one person
Yeah. What do
would
we
hear the
share
message.
that
Yeah.
we wish someone would have
Yeah.
been open and honest with us about when we were younger or
Yes.
when we were going through this or through that?
100%.
Yeah,
Yeah. So that's our goal. And so, I mean, do we get excited when we have a video that's
yes,
like, oh my God, we had 30,000 views. Look at that video. Like, that's exciting. But, like,
of course.
wasn't the goal at all.
No.
Our goal is to have fun. Mission accomplished.
Mission
We
accomplished. And
did
we've
that.
gotten so much more.
Yeah.
On top of that. But
So, with that being said, you're not behind.
mm-mm.
You're not ruined. Your life isn't over. You can rebuild anytime. Starting over isn't the embarrassing part, but maybe abandoning yourself for years is.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. And so, give yourself time and attention. If you're a person that has been sweeping under the rug,
Throw that rug out the door.
face that. We're playing footsies.
Sorry.
Face that thing, whatever it is,
Mm-hmm.
and look in the eyes, look in the face.
It's okay to do it scared too.
Yes. And just
Go.
start, just begin.
Mm-hmm. Make that first step and tell somebody, hey, that's what I'm about to do. And maybe it just stays between you and Jesus.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
God, this is
I'm
I'm gonna do it.
Uh-huh.
It's okay if you start over on the same thing more than once.
Yes. Absolutely. But I don't know. I know this message itself is very open for interpretation because there are so many things that people go through, but the overarching message just remains the same, and that it's okay. And we always talk about, like, we know some things, we don't know all things, but
Right.
we will be a support
Yeah.
always.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
That's
I like this little message, and
will you say that last thing again?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Starting with, you're not behind.
Mm-hmm.
You're not ruined. Your life isn't over. You can rebuild anytime. Starting over isn't the embarrassing part, but maybe abandoning yourself for years is.
I think that's a good leaving message.
I like it. And always remember, you have
a seat at our table.